Alright, let's get the actual layout set up. Sorry, this is a little bit of a mess. But, on the plus side, this will be the most HD this game has ever been in. So, you know. I had to switch mics for this, because I'm going to have to play off my TV. So, I apologize ahead of time. If anything needs to be changed audio-wise, please let me know right now, so I can do that. And I'm just going to finish up the clipping of this real quick. 1 second here. Killed them both. Yes, this is technically a video game. So while I'm getting this set up, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, A Twitch in Time, is less a speedrun of a video game as it is an exercise in Schadenfreude. So, that's something to look forward to, I suppose. There we go. Let's just re-center this. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. This is a kind of janky PS1 game. Standard collectathon and all that. With definitely a lot of time and effort put into it. And no, I don't know why we're playing this, but here we are. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing we can do is we can skip these cutscenes by hitting start. We can also skip dialogue by pausing and unpausing, so we'll be using that to kind of save a little bit of time. We also have wonderful PlayStation loads. So this game, like most collectathons from this era, there we go. Sorry, my controller wasn't analog for some reason. You have to collect a certain amount of gems, in this case 100, over 3 levels per world. There are 4 worlds in total, and we need to collect all 12 signs of the Zodiac. So, there's 1 Zodiac sign per boss, and then 2 in the first 2 levels of each world, which are basically just, like, backtrack levels. Your main attack is this really awful thing that has to hit an enemy 3 times to kill them. And also Sabrina kind of just talks a lot. But thankfully we get these special attacks, like this one, which will instant kill enemies. And in the meantime we'll just kind of pick up a couple gems here and there. I'm looking to collect about 33-ish per stage. That thing's gonna fart itself to death. And some enemies like this Triceratops are actually not killable. So you just kind of need to avoid them. The game has, like, permanent ice physics. Ooh, and things like these boxes, which have collectible healing items in them, are also objects that will prevent you from moving forward, because you'll kind of, like, bump into them. This game is not super great. I'm actually going to have to collect these 1-ups, though, when I'm going around the levels in order to beat the final boss, because the final boss of this game is actually just straight up rock, paper, scissors with all RNG. There's no way to really manipulate it without, you know, a task. Oh god, I didn't mean to save. Don't hit the save button. Frick. Alright, well, that was slow. So, yeah, it always starts you on that save game after every level. You have to hit up and hit continue or else. There's a little bit of delay when it loads the menu, too, so if you don't wait, you'll hit the save button by mashing. It's a great game. We're already through the first level, though. So, essentially, we'll go through all 12 levels. We'll have to re-go through some levels in order to collect items, which will get us the rest of the Zodiacs. I actually picked this game up as a joke, essentially. Like some other sort of PlayStation quote-unquote girl games. This one, probably one of the worst of those, but it has some amount of charm to it.
Let's send them up and away.
That 1-ton block, by the way, can kill you if it hits you.
Gross. I love it.
So you kind of want to be a little careful about using it. But essentially, the main gameplay element we're going to utilize is just running past most of the enemies rather than actually dealing with them. By using our spells. All the spells except for the one-ton block are great. The one-ton block will drop down wherever the enemy was.
Look out,
so if the enemy
guys.
moves, you could technically miss it, which would suck. And happens a lot. Or you could kill yourself, like I mentioned earlier. This game also has some really bad slowdown problems.
Ow.
Hey, can you
Ow.
not? Alright, so we're at the end of this stage. One more stage for this world. But you wish I was playing Tomb Raider. The tank controls, so this is essentially a platformer with tank controls. What I would liken this to is a Croc clone, oddly enough, rather than like a Spyro or something like that where you have actual fast movement. This is much closer to Croc, which is to say a fairly early PlayStation platformer. Alright, we need to make sure we hit 100 by the end of this stage. If we don't hit 100, we will not be able to continue and actually beat the game. So I'm going to try and pay a little more attention to what I'm picking up.
Yeah, the squish-orama spell.
Also, for some reason, Sabrina has to mention every spell she picks up.
Ow.
I don't know why. I think it's a little annoying. Alright, I'm going to go this way because I want to pick up this spell. There's these little items, like this egg, too. You can use those to... Oh my god, I'm stuck. You can use those... Oh my god, I'm stuck. To collect, like, one-ups, basically, near the end of the game. They're not really
so gross.
useful
I love it. Oh my god.
Just extra collectibles, because it's a collectible game, and you need to have collectibles. This game has not nearly as bad of a problem as, say, Donkey Kong 64, but you can definitely tell that they were trying something like that. Again, I'm going to pick up this one up, because I'm going to need them to brute force the final boss. The camera also has classic PS1 issues, where it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oop. That thing's going to fart itself to death. Alright, we're almost to the first boss of the game, quote-unquote. I believe I have 100 gems. Yeah, I do. I kind of want this health.
I like it.
Yeah. Alright, so first boss. Every boss in the game, except for the final boss, is exactly the same.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So this is a bowling ogre. It will throw a bowling ball at us. We have to avoid the really hard-to-avoid bowling ball.
Ouchie!
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 You have to do this 5 times. For some reason, he still has a hitbox, even when you beat him, too, so you can't, like, just run up and try to pick up the object as quickly as possible. You have to wait till he starts to teleport like that. Alright, first Zodiac down of 12. There were some doors and some other items that we kind of bypassed through that stage, which you didn't really see. We'll go back and get those later. So the first thing that happened since we beat that stage is we unlocked a costume. There's one for every world. There we go. We'll just switch to this to make this easier later, but we'll need those to go into doors. So, the main part of the game is actually not super long. It's more the backtracking to actually collect the items you need to proceed to the final boss. And then the final boss just being basically full RNG bullshit. That are the real problems. Oh. Alright, so that was the problem with the 1-ton weight kind of character moved. Oh, the music's actually not that bad, though. It's, like, pretty classic PS1 era drum and bass. Actually kind of dig it. Bit of a sour please moment, for sure.
Time to make them shrink in a blink. Ooh, I like it.
Whoa, what happened? Oh god. How did I fall? Oh god, please. Okay.
Ow.
Watermelon saved me. Because I'm low in health and I don't really want to redo that, we're gonna walk over to this. That's a save point. As long as you talk to Salem, which is apparently the best part of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you can also... Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Ow! The flippity ribbit spell is
you can
so gross.
basically get
I
a
love
quick
it.
save there, so if you die, you'll respawn there rather than a little bit later, aka the beginning of the level.
Yeah, push around the
So that
spell.
wasn't really worth it. We'll need this thing. This is an item which is useful in the first world to pick up something that we need to get. So we'll have to use that when we backtrack later.
Ow!
I'm actually using the damage here to move quicker through that section.
Ow!
A 30-year-old playing a teenager. Oh, apparently they're rebooting Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like, for some reason. There's a lot of old
Let's send them up,
90s
up,
shows
and
that are
away.
getting rebooted lately. Not really sure why.
Oh my gosh!
Let's switch to Flippity Ribbit. So basically all of your spells are useful for speedrunning, except for one. So we try not to use that one as much as possible. Ideally, you just wouldn't even pick up that one. So you don't, like, accidentally switch to it, since it starts you off on that spell if you have it. Sabrina was definitely on the menu. Yeah, I mean, the show wasn't necessarily bad. The cat, Salem, is definitely the best part of the show, though. Not even close. Yeah, we're gonna use that
The
spell up
flippity
just to get
ribbit
rid of
spell
it,
is so gross. I love it.
so we don't have to deal with it. Otherwise, it will auto-set that to your active spell when you start the level, and we don't want that.
Upsy daisy.
So, the main problems with this game, other than all of the problems with this game, are the camera and the slidey controls. And then they give you instant death pits, which are like the bane of the
Time to
existence
make
of
'em
both
shrink
of
in a
those
blink.
things. So, those jumps can be a little wonky sometimes. There's a door, by the way, which we'll have to use when we're in costume for it later. Because, yeah, sometimes you'll just turn corners and there'll be an instant death pit, and you're like, oh, yeah, there we go, I guess I fell, so we'll just redo the whole stage. Great. So what you need to do, the way that she jumps is she doesn't really jump when you think she does, as far as those pits are concerned. That might actually screw up my spells, by the way, because I didn't kill these enemies earlier. So what that means is that you have to jump like a half a second before you would fall in the pit, essentially, to actually get over the pit.
Look out, bad guys. Icicle.
Okay. Oh, this sucks. This is just straight time loss.
Ow!
I was kind of digging around in this game to see if there were any actual skips. Like, for instance, if you could get in these doors without the costumes, you could just pick up the Zodiac sign and then not worry about it. We're gonna make another quick save here just because it's marathon. Safety. Ideally, you wouldn't fall in a pit, but the ending of this level is kind of ridiculous. I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, the squisharama spell. Ow!
Alright, we shouldn't need help, though. We are really good on gems. We have a ton of gems. Oh,
Ow!
frick, dude. Alright, so the ending of this level is a bunch of, you know, successive jumps where the camera will fall in the pit that you're jumping over. And you're also dealing with ice controls. There we go. Alright, that level didn't go very well. That's okay, though. You should be moving twice as fast. Yeah, you're slow. You're constantly slipping. And you have, like, pseudo-tank controls with a tank camera. It's, definitely an early PlayStation game.
Oh my gosh!
There we go. There's a 1-up over here I want. And a spell.
Time to make them shrink in
Like,
a
it
blink.
looks like I have a lot of, you know, 1-ups. This is just a waste. But, oh my god, please. I have to kill this one. It's in the way. But you literally have to force like, the final boss to complete it. You just have to push through, brute force. So, the lives are, like, kind of important right now. Mostly because, like, there's no actual timing to how you stop a roulette rock, paper, scissors thing. Oop.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, but we have our 100 gems at least. This guy's being a jerk. I don't know why. Alright, we're at the boss for this stage. It's a really cool mummy slash pharaoh dude. You need to hit him whenever he puts his leg up.
Ouch, man!
And you just do this 5 times. It's literally the same boss as the last time. It's just that the enemy can follow you.
Man.
Didn't really think very hard about these bosses.
Man.
Ouch, man.
Ouch, man!
Alright, we win. As long as we don't die.
Oh man! What a bummer!
What a bummer, dude. Alright.
Woohoo! I got
Yeah.
one.
So we're about 2/5 of the way done with the game. So we'll move on to World 3,
And Sabrina
which is
returns
over
and
here. Actually, wait a second. I have to go back. If I don't do this, we're gonna run into a problem. You have to talk to that person in the middle of the hub every time you finish a world, or else you won't get the costume. You have to unlock every costume. Otherwise, we'll have to like re-go in a level again later anyway, in order to get the costume, which is slow. So we'll see if this worked. We can find out. It did not. That's odd. Alright, so plan B, I guess. We'll go in here real quick. I hacked it. Oh god. I forgot that, like, it breaks the sequence if you don't talk to her. Or him. Whatever. So, I think all I need to do to fix that is just pick up a gem and then leave. We'll find out. Reminder, this is a speedrun. We are currently speedrunning a video game. If you've never played a video game before.
Hi.
Alright, we unlocked it, yeah. Alright, sweet, so now we can continue. If you don't do that, then you're just screwed. Alright, if I remember right, some of the music in this world is good. Maybe not this one, though. Oh, I'm out of spells. That's awkward. So that means we'll have to kill them slowly as well. Alright, so we'll have to kind of go out of our way a little bit to pick up some spells when I see them. Nice. There is a spell, but this is the bad one.
Yeah,
I guess I'll
push
take it for
around
now.
spell.
Oh my god, that almost killed me. Alright. Don't heck it. Got it. So yeah, basically when you do jumps like that, you have to actually fall in the pit to get the jump. It's really weird. Alright, here's a spell I want.
Upsy daisy. Ooh, I like it. send them up, up, and away.
Oop. Oh, that's bad. Don't die. We'll just send that farting geisha to heaven. There we go, got it. We're doing really well on gems too, so we should be fine. I just need to remind myself to actually talk to that person after finishing this world so I get the costume.
Ow!
We're just gonna get rid of that spell because it sucks. Whoop. That's okay. I guess we got
Upsy
this.
daisy.
So, quick question. What do you think is the percentage of PlayStation 1 games that had drum and bass music? Like, over under 50. Oh, it didn't jump! It ate my input. Come on, dude. It's gotta be over 50%. Oh, man. At least it was near the beginning of the stage. We'll take this route, because there's not a pit to fall in. There's a door we'll use later.
Look out, bad guys.
And a
Ice
spell I want. Oh, that was close.
Ow! Time to make them shrink in a blink.
That's a question that Google won't answer. It's probably true, right? You'd have to go in and actually collect the data. It has to be over 50. There's just so much. Alright, this is the hardest jump in the game. Oh, there we go, got it.
Ow!
This is just such a bad spot. This guy's gonna kill me. There we go. Get that Sphinx, because we'll need that for the previous stage. Alright, where am I? Hello? Okay. Okay. God, they put that one just like slightly too high. I'm almost dead. That's awkward. Oh jeez. Okay.
Ow!
I just walked right into that water. Like a freaking idiot.
Ooh, I like it.
That feel when dumb.
Ow!
Don't kill me. Alright, let's make sure that guy dies. We're almost at the end. There's one enemy. We just have to not die. There we go. Alright, close. Does Salem even appear in the game? Salem will pop out of these zippers in the side of the wall and act like a save spot. You basically skip him during the speedrun because you don't ever want to save because it's slow. But he does say kind of witty, goofy things when you actually talk to him. Oh, stuck. So we need to make sure we get at least 20 gems. There's more than enough gems per stage. Though. Oh, fuck! It didn't jump again. Why you do this? Alright. God, this game is just...
spell is so gross. I love
It's
it.
great. I do not regret my decision. So, like, right there is... There's also a dragon over here.
Ow!
For some reason. Oh, Jesus, the
Ow!
middle.
Ow!
I'm stuck. Oh, God. Okay. Everything is fine. This is fine. This is definitely a speedrun
Let's
that
send
I'm
them up,
currently
up,
playing.
and away.
Alright, let's make a quick save because we're low on health. talk to Salem for a second. Alright, we need to make sure we get 10 more.
Yeah, the Squisharama spell.
Yeah. So enemies will just, like, randomly walk up to you from around corners like that, which is great. So you kind of just need to, like, preemptively... Well, obviously, if you know where they're at, that's great, but you need to sort of, like, preemptively attack as you walk around corners. And hope that you kill the enemy before they run into you. There we go. I need 4 more. I think there's more around the corner here, though. Before we hit the actual boss. Yeah, this one. Alright, we're almost at the boss. Perfect. I had 100 exactly.
Our next.
Alright, so this is the literal exact same boss as every other time. Oh, I missed a hit there. You have to hit him basically right when he throws
Forgive me.
the monk, I guess, Buddhist? Maybe? Oh, didn't. There we go.
Forgive me, ancestors.
One more.
Forgive me, ancestors.
Alright, so now we just need to not die,
I am defeated.
which is definitely possible. Alright, there we go.
I got one.
Alright, so we just need to make sure we talk to that person. And go on to World 4, which has some of the biggest bullshit out of the multiple worlds.
And Sabrina.
Now,
Hi.
let's make sure it actually gave us the costume. Because it should have, but yeah, it did. Okay. So, level 4. Or World 4, I guess. So we'll just run through this real quick. Hopefully we'll be at about 30-ish, 32-ish minutes. I've been kind of going pretty slowly because I've been dying and redoing some stages because of deaths. So hopefully we can avoid that.
Look out, bad guys. Ice
Let's get
pickle.
rid of this. So this dog's a jerk. Like, actually the worst. It's just
Let's
kind of
send them up
RNG if
and
you
away.
can get through him without him killing you.
Ooh, I like it.
We'll go back to that guy later. First we have to make it past this doggo. So we can do this quick save. Then we have to die to the doggo, because we're gonna die to it anyway.
Ow!
That way we can kind of heal ourselves for free. That one-up's a trap. Don't bother. I don't want this, though. Oh,
Upsy
that was a bad
daisy.
idea. This donkey's a trap as well.
Ow!
Every enemy in the stage runs, like, directly towards you and will pretty much just stick you into a wall and kill
Ooh,
you.
I like it.
The actual worst.
The Flibbity Ribbit spell is so gross. I love it.
And then you mix that with a bunch of, like,
Ow!
instant death pits, and makes for a pretty challenging, annoying level. We're almost done already, though, with this stage. Just gotta get... why is that so hard? Alright, done. So 2 more stages to go of this, and then we'll just redo, like, half of the rest of the stages to get the things we need to finish the game. I don't know why there's leprechauns in the Wild West, by the way. I'm not quite sure about the logic for that,
Upsy daisy.
but, I mean, here we are.
Ow!
I kind of want this spell.
Time to make them shrink in a blink.
Alright, now we're ready to go forward.
Ow!
So, yeah, it's
Flibbity Ribbit
definitely
spell
a
is
bit
so
of a mystery
gross.
how
I
this
love
game
it.
didn't catch on when other games like Spyro did, right? Like, there's just a certain amount of quality that you expect from this type of collectathon, and this just hits all of those buttons of quality? Question mark? Doggo. This one up was a trap. I don't know why I went for it. This was a bad idea. This was a bad idea. Alright.
Let's send them up, up, and away.
Alright. That's okay, because there's healing here.
Oh my god.
Make another quick save, just in case. This guy's a jerk. Right, I can go in this door because I brought the costume. That was the point. So we're gonna see our first Zodiac for these costumes. This is the Hat in Time level. I believe this is made by Gears for Breakfast. You can tell by all the
Woohoo, I
gears
found one.
that they're currently eating for breakfast. So we'll have to do 3 more of those, basically, 1 per world. But because we switched the costume on this one, we could do this one first, since we were already here. Alright, this donkey's a jerk.
Ow! Ow! Ooh, I like it.
And Leprechaun. I'm the actual dumbest. I didn't jump. What am I doing? Alright, this is fine, question mark? No? Where am I at? Okay. Let's retrace our steps. That was the worst. What? Oh my god, wait. This is all a disaster. Who is watching this? Oh my lord. What is happening? Alright, alright, alright. Everything is fine. This is fine. I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm backtracking. Yes, I'm backtracking. This is all not fine. Everybody panic. I don't know what happened.
Ow!
Doggo. Leave me alone. Alright, this is where I wanted to go. Jesus. This is the worst. The actual worst. Oh, this game likes to eat your inputs when you're jumping over those pits. Really badly. Alright. My failures. Right. So anyway, this is a good video game. Except the opposite. So I had submitted this as a joke twice to these Valuethons. Because I knew, like, it's not that great. And I guess we called my bluff this time. So here we are. Oh, donkey, please.
Ow! The flibbity ribbit spell is so gross.
Although,
love it.
if you could find an out of bounds in this game, you could skip a lot of the backtracking, I guess. Because all you would need to do is be able to get into the doors the first time you go through without needing the costumes.
Ow!
I haven't found a way to do that yet, but I should just kill this guy. There's a cart right there. That's what I was looking for. Which will kill you if you get hit by it. Alright, we'll wait here for this cart. Oh my god.
Ow.
Ah! Frick. All because I took too much damage earlier. Normally you just damage boost through the water there, but it wasn't working. This is a disaster. Because yeah, normally you would just do this. This is way faster than waiting for this stupid thing. There's a checkpoint right there too. That's annoying. Alright, anyway. This section is not too bad. As long as you don't need to actually collect anything, you just kind of ignore it. Otherwise that donkey will follow you through all of that.
Yeah, the squish-a-rama spell. Ow!
Alright. Almost done. Just gotta go through the ghost town. Enemies are being jerks and shooting me. Alright. Oh, right. I have this spell. That's not a spell I want. Alright, it's fine, I guess, maybe. Alright, I'm gonna grab this health too.
Whoa!
Oh, never mind. Guess I won't. Bamboozled again.
Time to make them shrink in a blink.
Stop. Thank you. Oh my god. Don't kill me. Okay. This is going very badly. Alright. This is like the last boss I actually have to care about. Nope, turn around. Thank you. Shoot him? Hello? Sabrina? What are you doing? Alright. Oh my lord. Alright, we just need to not die. There we go. Alright, so we got all the costumes. So now we just need to get all the zodiac signs and we're done. So, we're almost free from the heck that is Sabrina the Teenage Witch of Twitch and Time and me playing it. And then we get to go to a much better game, which is Pugsy. So the first thing we need to do is we need to switch to this costume, the Egyptian one, and go back to World 1. Hey, what's up, Lady Ketchum? So we have to go back through level 1 and level 2 to get the hidden zodiac signs. The layout is basically the same for every single one of these levels as well. As to what you are getting, the difference is that this time around we have actual spells going through the stage, so it should go a little quicker.
Up and away.
Since we don't have to pick them up. The item we need from this stage is, I believe, at the end of the stage, though, which is kind of annoying. Oh no, it's right here, never mind. It's not too far off. So we jump on top of this dino head.
The flibbity ribbit
Collect
spell
that.
is so
Stage.
gross. I love it.
So the next stage will be the door that we need the costume for. I don't believe this is world record pace, if that wasn't obvious. In case anybody cares. There is actually another runner of this game. I forced him to play it at AGDQ and he beat my time by 1 minute. So we took a screenshot of the timer on my phone and uploaded it. So, in case you ever want to beat the record for this game, it is 100% free. You're set. You're good to go. You just gotta do it. Easy peasy. Oh, you do not. Thank you.
Ooh, I like it. Let's send them up and away. The flibbity ribbit spell is so gross.
So it should be around the corner.
I love it.
Okay, everything makes you run into it and stop. It's amazing. Alright, so this is the door we were looking for. Put on clothes and move the bird. Aw, yeah.
Woohoo! I found one!
Alright, so we're done with World 1. We'll switch costumes, go back to World 2. Get those 2 items while we're at it.
And Sabrina returns in triumph. What?
There we go. It's level 1, level 2. I do actually think this game is breakable, oddly enough. Like, the way you just kind of bounce off everything is super janky. There has to be some way to get out of bounds. I just haven't bothered to put the time in to actually look for it for semi-obvious reasons. So, this is the stage that we needed that little Sphinx statue for. We'll see a spot pretty soon that we can jump on. It's weird though that it's still like kind of see-through. It's almost like you didn't actually collect it, but you can actually jump on it.
I found one.
I don't know why they did that. They just added collision to the object rather than changing the way it looks. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Turn around.
And Sabrina
Whoa, this
returns
one.
in triumph.
We have to go back to World 4 as well, by the way, because there's an object you collect from the object you got in World 4 in World 3. So they just make you go back and forth between 2 levels for no reason at all. I don't really get it. Other than, you know, padding the game out.
The Flibbity Ribbit spell is so gross. I love it.
I might need that.
Upsie daisy.
Make sure we don't fall in the pits, because you have to, like, sort of walk into them to jump over them. This one up might be useful later. Here's the door I was looking for. This camel's a jerk.
Woohoo! I found one.
So back to World 3, Ninja World. I actually gave this kind of a high estimate because I figured everything would go wrong, and
Sabrina
it actually
returns in
did.
triumph.
So yay!
What? No cheering crowds?
Huzzah! It was this one, right? Yeah. We actually already collected one of the objects from the 4th world, which was the costume one. So we actually only need to redo one of the levels in that world.
Ow! Ow!
Thank you. And I don't care too much about my health, assuming I don't die, of course. Please don't kill me. Because the thing I'm looking for is right around the corner here. Yeah, here it is. This jump is tough for no reason. There we go.
Woohoo!
Make
I
sure we get
found
that
one.
handle as well for the 4th world. Alright, so now we gotta go through the door, go back through 4-1, and then beat the final boss.
And Sabrina returns in triumph.
God, I hate the camera in this.
What, no
It was
cheering
this way?
crowds?
Yeah. Almost done with the video game. Hey, we don't have to play Sabrina anymore. Man, this game would be way better if it was just like 40 GIFs of Salem. No actual gameplay. Just 40 GIFs of the cat. That would be great. I would appreciate that. what? Okay. I think I missed, I guess. I don't know why that didn't kill it the first time, but that's okay. Here's the door I was looking for. So yeah, those little fans and such are just for extra lives. We don't actually care about those.
One.
Almost done. So one more revisit, and then a final boss.
And Sabrina returns in triumph.
I don't need to change costumes.
What,
Why am
no
I doing
cheering
that?
crowds?
I already went through the door with the costume. So this one's right at the beginning, but there's a dog who's a big old jerk. So we gotta make sure we get by that guy first, and assuming we do, that should be pretty much it. The dog is also
Look
something
out,
we
bad
can't
guys!
actually
Icicle.
kill.
Ow!
This is the one that, like... Yeah, alright. Please don't. No, not like
Send
this.
them up,
Thank
up,
you.
and away.
Oh god, please. Okay. The worst. I don't actually need this
Ooh,
help.
I like
Let's
it.
make sure I don't die.
Woohoo! I found
Alright.
one!
That's it. So that's all the zodiac signs. So now we just need to beat the final boss. Which means we're almost free.
Finally, the last piece of the clock.
And I guess we just...
Oh no!
Oh no,
what?
we're teleporting
This
to
isn't
the...
fair.
Oh no. I don't know why they're just so lazy about that, but okay. I guess I should get ready on time, although this is literal RNG bullshit. Alright, so this is rock, paper, scissors. We're gonna swap between a
now
mouse, a
what?
cat, and an elephant.
Where am I this time?
At basically random.
Oh, I...
And we have to get the correct one. If we don't get the correct one, we take a hit. And we want to take a hit as quickly as possible, because otherwise we will just prolong the fight by trying to run away and heal. So we're just going to basically brute force through our lives until we kill it. Because there's no way to actually guess which it is, because the way it cycles through them means that if you, like, try to time your press to get the correct one, it still, like, just chooses one at random, sort of around it. Oh, we picked a cat. We only need to hit him 5 times, but, I mean, we're just kind of doing the worst. By live to the RTMP, it doesn't mess anything up. No, you're fine. Nobody's on that one. Alright, we're getting unlucky. I think one of these is pretty bad so far. Yep, still unlucky. Okay, so there goes the life. Oh, there goes another life. Or at least one. So anyway, how's it going, everyone? This is a boss. Yep. Just random. Oh, we got one! Alright, now we have to actually run into him. Otherwise it doesn't count. Oh. Camera. Got him! Alright, 1. 1 of 5. We did it. 4 more of those. Dang it. Yeah, nobody's on the RTMP I gave you, so... he's gonna hit me because the cat doesn't hit the elephant. So it's like kind of worse than rock, paper, scissors, because there's no ties. So if you tie, you also take a hit, oddly enough. So it's literal just 1 in 3 every time. Nope. Nope. I mean, ideally I would just stand where he is, I guess. Maybe that's faster. Just stand here. Then when he changes, I'll change with him. And just get a hit right away. That's technically better, I guess. Let's do that. Alright, we need to get 2 more before we die. Alright, 1 more. If we get 1 more, it's time. So I guess we'll just kind of stand here and wait. Hope we get it. Nope.
Out is just the beginning. Watch.
Nope. There goes a life.
Out.
It doesn't actually tell you how many lives you... What just happened? It doesn't actually tell you how many lives you have during this section either. It's kind of weird.
Out is just the beginning. Watch.
Come on. Yes! Where is he? What did I do? Oh god. Camera? Hello? Oh Jesus. No, 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 no. Yes! We did it. Time. Alright, we have technically suffered through this video game together, and I would like to thank you for following me on this journey.
Woohoo! Not bad if I do say so myself.
There's an ending cutscene, and it's pretty terrible, so
I'm out of
I
here.
guess we'll watch that real quick.
Woo! I hope I never have to clean up a mess like that again.
You're forgetting about your room, of course.
My
Get it?
room?
Sure. You don't think your typical teenage chaos is gonna tidy itself up, do you?
It's not fair!
Speaking of unfair, you do realize that I haven't had any dinner this evening. I think saving the universe
No problem,
deserves
Zach.
something better than dry kibble, wouldn't you say? How about some pate? No, soft shell crab. Better yet, lobster thermidor.
Yup. That's the game! We beat the game! Woo! First try! Oh, that went so badly. Alright, so we'll be back shortly after this with a slightly better game. Actually, a much better game called Pugsy. With Drex himself, and I believe Author Blues on mic and doing commentary. So I'm gonna go and get that set up. And we'll be right back with that. Stay tuned.